Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Will, and sorry that I am a dirty mess. I will be taking a shower after this video. So, yeah. I was decorating this morning, and there was like a lot of dust, and I think like there was like food being cooked, and some spilled on my shirt. So, yeah, sorry about that. So I'm not presentable today, but like I said, I don't care. It's not like I'm being seen by millions of people or anything, so it's cool. Still, here I am, once again, in this room, different angle, and I became obsessive yet again. Whoop de doo. I don't know what's wrong with me. I always feel like I need to change things, and it bothers me. Yesterday, I did something stupid. After I finished my video, maybe about like 2 hours later, the video was already uploaded. Yesterday's video was already uploaded, and I'm just like freaking out. I was talking to my friend on Skype, and we were chatting for like about 4 hours. Next thing you know, at about 3 hours into the conversation, I start to get heart palpitations. But I felt the shift, which is interesting because I need to make sure I have this on record. I felt the shift. I felt the mood switch. It was so weird. And I'm trying to explain this as best as I can because I need this to be recorded. I need to understand this, and maybe I can use this for later, or maybe somebody else can understand what I'm talking about. I'm going to try to explain it as best as I can. So basically, what happened was I felt the mood shift. So basically, I was normal. I mean, I was feeling pretty bad a little earlier, but it wasn't so bad. It was kind of like, I guess, what a typical person would feel like when they're just, just down in the dumps, but not necessarily like, oh, they can do stuff, whatever. The shift literally just kind of came like this, like if like an eclipse was happening, like slowly, the moon was going over the sun, or the sun was going over the moon, whatever, and it was like an eclipse. So it kind of went like this, and then it was there for just a second, and then it kind of just went like this, and then eventually it crossed, and like the switch flipped, and all of a sudden I was just downward spiral, super crazy, super sad, and just I felt so bad. So what happened was is that like I just felt like I felt alone. I felt just super manic depressed, random suicide thoughts, just constant freaking, just all these things. Like I was worrying about stupid little things, like changing my room setup and moving my consoles to the living room, and just like doing all these things. And I'm like, oh, I'm just so like, should I keep my consoles in the room? Should I move them to the living room? Should I do this? Should I do that? What should I do? What can I do? What is it? So I'm like freaking out, and then I'm thinking I can't play any other game because I'm stuck playing Assassin's Creed, but I enjoy playing Assassin's Creed, but I don't feel like playing Assassin's Creed, and it's just constant like this. And I don't know why I'm bothered so badly. I don't know why I'm so bothered so badly. And so let me explain what happened. So at that moment, I started to feel like some sort of sensation in this part of my head, like right here, just like right here. It's a little tiny little thing. As it got worse, it just kind of just moved right over here, and then a little bit over here. Then all of a sudden, I told my friend I had to go. I had to leave because I was talking to my friend for like about 3 or 4 hours, and my mood suddenly shifted. So I had to get my ass up and try to lay down. So I went to the living room, and I lay down on the couch. Next thing you know, my brain was just at this point was super crazy. I felt really tired. I felt so sleepy, but at the same time I couldn't go to sleep per se. So what happened was is that my brain around here, it was like long, was right here, and then it felt a little separation pain right here, and it wasn't necessarily a pain, it was just like a tingling sensation, like it was there. And it was uncomfortable. It wasn't painful, it was just uncomfortable, and it was just like this right there. And I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know what the hell this was. But it scared me. So I put like a pillow over my head and I kind of like put it over my eyes, but like leave it open like to my nose so that way I can breathe. So I'm just like this, and I'm having like a little bit of trouble breathing. My heart palpitations are really crazy, and I just keep having these like weird random thoughts that just randomly keep coming, and they make no sense. They sometimes, some of them are fake. They're not even real things that happened. They're more like just worries, or what if that happened instead of this kind of thing. And it just kept being crazy, and it was driving me nuts. Like, you guys have no clue. Like, it was driving me nuts. So like an idiot, I felt alone. I stopped talking to my friend on the phone, and I felt so alone, and I felt like suicidal, everything. I felt so helpless and so scared. And like an idiot, I post up on social media, why must I always feel this way? It's like I'm okay for 3 days, then I go downhill for 4 to 7 days. The cycle continues. Here's to hoping days will get better. That's all I wrote. So that's not necessarily bad. It wasn't necessarily negative. It wasn't necessarily a positive thing either, but it had a positive outlook at the end. You know, I hope that days get better. When you post up stuff online, you obviously get people's opinions. Just like how I could post up this video and I can get 50 million responses of people's opinions. And honestly, at this point, I don't know. I mean, I don't really need opinions, but at this point, I just, whatever. So at this point, I knew what I was getting into. I posted it up. I knew what I was getting into. I knew what was going to happen. So I saw like the first comment, and, of course, it's like, I'm sorry, I was getting people commenting, and it was thoughtful and stuff. But at the same time, at that moment, I didn't want to talk to anybody. I felt embarrassed posting it up. In a way, it was kind of a cry for help. But at the same time, it's like I didn't want to talk to nobody. Like, I don't know why I posted it. And I felt like it was more annoying to post up something like that. And then that bothered me like all day. And I couldn't erase it because I know people saw it. And then so I kind of just like fell asleep on the couch. I fell asleep. And I took like a little nap. Woke up maybe about like an hour and a half later. And my boyfriend was up. And he woke me up. And then like I gave him like a hug. Because I really needed one at that moment. I just felt like all I needed was just like a super hug. Like I just felt so alone. And so like, I don't know. I felt like I was like on the verge of crying, but I haven't been able to cry lately. Like I get to the verge, like where the eyes water up, but nothing falls. And I just feel like I really need like a really good cry. Like I really need like to cry a lot and to like let it just all come out, but nothing's coming out. Like right now, I was just on the verge of tears just right there, and I can't cry. So it's like, I don't know if this is worse. I don't know if this is better. I've been trying to be as positive as I possibly can. I've been very tired a lot. Like it's not that I'm lazy. I know it seems like I'm lazy, but I know I'm not lazy. I'm not being lazy. What I'm doing is I'm just like, I can't physically do anything. Whenever I'm at rehearsal, it's like that's a motivation in a way, because I have to rehearse. I have to get up. I have to go. And then eventually, I get some sort of energy. But then when I'm around people, I kind of just like freak out. And I don't know why. It's like I want to talk to people. I want to say hello to people. I want to be able to introduce myself and not freak out or worried that, am I coming across as weird? Am I coming across as crazy? Do I look weird? Do I look awkward? Do I look intimidating? What is it? And I just keep thinking these things. And then I'm like trying to be as open as I possibly can at the same time by like telling people like, yo, I suffer from this. I'm sorry that I do this. I'm sorry that I'm like this. I apologize. I don't mean it this way. And I really don't mean to come across like an ass if I do, if I don't talk, if it seems like I ignore you, if it just seems like I'm shaking my head or whatever. I'm not trying to be an ass. I'm not being an asshole on purpose. It's just I'm afraid, and then I'm just having, my mind is just playing massive tricks on me, and it's hard for me to concentrate. So I listen to music, and music is kind of the only way to keep me calm. So when we're singing and stuff, I'm good. But if I mess up, like let's say I mess up, and it's rehearsal, it's not a performance, it's a rehearsal. So you're supposed to mess up. It's a rehearsal. You're supposed to get to it. But at this point, in my mind, I've already trained myself like, yo, don't mess up. So I would do things for 3 to 4 hours, try to memorize this stuff. And it's just been a nightmare. And it's not that the course that I'm in is the problem. No, if anything, it's helping me, and it's been helping me through all this time. It's just me. It's me. I'm causing all this issue to myself, and it's making me honestly very bad. I feel like a terrible person all the time, and I don't mean to be coming across that way. I feel like it's all about me, and I don't want to do that, because that's not what I want to do. I want to enjoy life and enjoy the moment for what it is, and I try, and I do try. I don't want people out there to think that I don't try, because I do. I wake up every morning, I get up out of bed even though I don't want to. I force myself to do things that I don't want to do. And the thing is that, I just get exhausted. I get exhausted too quickly over doing nothing. I could play video games all day and I would be exhausted. I could just sit down on the couch watching TV, binge watching, and I would be exhausted because my brain just can't handle the information anymore. It's just like it doesn't want to, it's like I don't want to do anything. I don't like anything. I feel like I don't. And then I try to talk to people about it, and I do talk. And I do tell people how I feel. But then I know what's happening. When I start to say that stuff, I realize that I'm saying it a lot. And when I say it a lot, I know that people are going to start avoiding me because they know that I'm that depressing person. That person that whenever he talks, every time you talk to him, he's going to be the downer of the conversation. And once again, that idea could just be all in my head. Me assuming things about other people. But it's just that my brain just cannot shut the hell up. All it does is keep talking, and I try to ignore it. And it's like, what sucks is that video games was a way for me to just be able to just shut this up. I would listen to music and play video games. But now I'm at this point where my brain has now got adjusted to that. And now it can still somehow destroy that. I don't play video games. So now it's like I have to be somewhat active. So when I was doing the Christmas tree and all this stuff this morning, and I was decorating and stuff, my mind was calm. It was calm. It wasn't bad. It was calm. And right now, let me tell you what's happening. In my brain, since talking to you, I've been feeling a sensation here and here. Now, I don't know if that means anything. So if a brain surgeon happens to come and watch this video and sees where I'm pointing as something, I don't know. I mean, chances are nobody's going to see this. Nobody's going to see this. And it looks like I'm okay. I'm talking to you guys, and it looks like I'm okay. I'm looking at myself on the view thing here, and it looks like I'm fine. I'm a perfectly normal person talking to you. But right here, I'm not. And I can't showcase it. It's just that's how I feel. Some moments, it's just especially when I'm really tired, you can really see it. I'm just I'm tired. My body gets numb. My entire body gets numb. And it's just and it's hard to move. But I do it anyway, and I force myself. I'm you gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta fight through it. You gotta fight through it. You gotta fight through it. And all I want to do is cry. All I want to do is cry. I just want to have a whole day where I'm just ball out crying. And I know that that's weird to say, but I just feel if I just get that big thing out, then I can heal. But I can't, and it just feels like everything is stuck right here. It's like when you feel sick, when you feel really, really sick, and you feel like all you need to do is vomit and you'll feel better, like that's what I feel like. And it sucks because you can't. And no matter what you do, it doesn't force it. You could think of all the sad things in the world and it's just like it's not working, and it just makes you feel worse. And I don't know. So at this point, right here, I'm feeling like activity. And right here, I'm feeling activity. It's like parallel. And it's going to like the back point here all the way to like right here on both sides. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. So, like right now I'm starting to feel like a tired feeling. I'm trying to keep the camera on as long as I can, because if I'm experiencing something, I want to be able to like say it. Now, I'm not thinking rapid thoughts or anything like that, so that's good. I'm not seeing any flashbacks, that's good. But I am starting to feel just this feeling. Now it's like down here, and then it like goes to my eyes, and then my eyes start to feel heavy. Not heavy enough to the point where it's like I can sleep. No, but it just feels like heavy. Now my body doesn't feel numb or anything right now, but usually at this point, like maybe about in an hour or so, my body will get numb to the point where it just feels sleepy. Like if I just worked out at the gym all day and my body is just, it can't do anything. And that's what it feels like. It feels like that. And then I know that when you go to the gym and whatnot, you kind of got to power through that shit and just do it anyway, no matter how much it hurts. So that's what I've been trying to do. But it's just, this feels more stronger than that. It's so strange how the mind and the body work. It's so weird when you like really think about it and you really look at it from that perspective. You really start to see something. I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? Now it just feels like the whole brain is weird, but I don't know. But I caught something. And I caught that on camera. That's good. It took 3 takes of this to happen. And in a way, it's like I was actively looking for it. No, I just felt it was coming, and I felt like I had to do a video about it. Now, I don't know if I'm just crazy. I don't know. I swear I'm not crazy. I saw a therapist, and she says I have PTSD. I don't know what else I could have. But I need to have this recorded so that way next week I can explain to her what I've been feeling. Because these videos have been helping me out, because I can tell her stuff. And putting it out on the internet, if there's somebody else that's going through the same shit, it leaves it open for conversation that people can be posting up in the description, the comments, and they can tell me all this stuff. Now it also leaves me to open to criticism, which could actually in turn make my mind worse if people like are leaving trolly comments, making me say stuff. So it terrifies me. So if you guys write something down in the comments below and I don't get back to it, like I don't type back, it's because I'm terrified of looking at the comments. So I know that there's a comment there. I know that it's waiting. And I usually wait until I feel, better. And then I'll mention the comment in the following video. So, yeah. But anyways. I'm just so whatever. So it looks like I have to lay down. I gotta lay down. So anyways, I'm gonna go. And I'm going to talk to you guys tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know if I can talk to you guys tomorrow. I don't know when I'm going to be able to talk to you guys, because I'm going to be at my mom's all week next week. Maybe I can make a video somewhere there, but I can't promise anything. Next week is going to be so busy. So I have a feeling that next week I'm going to be normal again, because next week is a very active week. And I guess when the active week is there, my mind is going to focus more on being nervous for a performance than it would be. And I would take being nervous or stage fright, the feeling of that, over what I feel on a daily. I would rather take that feeling of stage fright every freaking day than deal with what I'm dealing with. Anyways, guys, this has been Will, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.